So I'm annoyed because it's been a month since I have my bank account and so this morning I'm telling Babe to deposit a certain amount of money into my account, and I need it done today because today makes a month and I don't want to be charged no fucking maintenance fee. He's like, okay, he's gonna ask his boss to deposit the cash to him so that he can deposit the money to me. So he left. He went to work and blah blah blah. So I know the bank closes around this time. So I'm asking him, have you done that yet? And he's like giving me all types of weird answers. Like, why are you using this as an excuse to want to argue with me? When it's been clear all week, it was clear this morning while we was having breakfast. It was clear before you went to work. It should have been clear at work. Just like you pull up with your little coworkers and maybe I'm in plain view, you want me to say hello to them. I don't really want to, but then you make it a big deal. Like I'm being rude and all types of shit, but on site you can't let them know, look, listen, I need this done so I can send it to my girl. What type of shit is that? So I'm a little confused because we had all these plans and all of these mutual understandings prior to me opening this account. And then after, it's just like, I just filed my taxes, I think last week. So I don't want to believe that you're already hating this way. You work every day. So what's the problem? When it benefits you, you want to act like I don't do shit. Knowing damn well I'm pregnant, knowing damn well I moved, done rotated my whole fucking life for you, but yet you want to pick and choose when you want to argue with a bitch over the dumbest shit. You can't let your boss or your coworker know. Meanwhile, this is exactly what you said to me was going to be done. That you can let one of them know so that they can deposit the money into your account so you can deposit the money to me. Me having to complain and make a whole video about this is obviously a concern that maybe you're into some scamming shit. All that bullshit you was on a few months ago was probably some bullshit. And I don't want to be in the middle of no bullshit. Not with you, not with your coworkers, not with your friends, not with your family members. Why is it a problem that I want my account in good standing by the end of the month? So he's like, I got your money. I got your money. You know why I'm going to give you back your money? What is that? And I think this week you are to be depositing money. I shouldn't be giving you money. It should be deposited into my account. I shouldn't even have to remind you. It should just be done. But this is you acting because you don't want to do it. This is you going backwards because you don't want to do it. My mother, I just spoke to my mother this week. I wasn't speaking to her on the week of my birthday. So I just caught up with her this week and she was telling me, I sent you a little birthday card. I sent you your prenatals. I'm like, thank you, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I sent your boo a couple dollars, so he could go grocery shopping for your birthday week and all types of shit. Number one, that's so sweet, yay. Oh my God, how adorable. But then I'm like, don't play yourself neither. Don't play me neither. And if you were still pulling up this week, why the fuck did you do that? So that day, I can't exactly remember if it was Saturday or Sunday. He was telling me, like, we started speaking again. We wasn't speaking for like 5 days. So we started speaking again, and he told me, he's going to the supermarket. It's been a minute since he tells me he's going to the supermarket. It's usually come with me. And even if he did offer to go with him, I said no because I was tired. I feel big, no. So he went anyways. Not once did he tell me my mother had anything to do with that. Um, I had already received my birthday card and everything. So he comes back. I told him, bring me an ice cream cake. Bring certain, like I mentioned certain things that he could bring, thinking that it was just him that wanted to go do the grocery shopping. And I told him, bring me a fucking ice cream cake. I don't want a regular cake or ice cream. I want it together. So he comes back and he's like calling me to come downstairs. And I'm just like, just hold it down there. When I'm ready, I'll come down. But I guess the suspense was killing him. Like, I guess he needed to see my fucking reaction. And so he comes upstairs with the whole cake and the whole pint of ice cream or whatever. And I'm like annoyed because it's not the Carvel ice cream cake. It's red velvet and fudge vanilla ice cream and shit like that. But it's like, okay, I see. At first, I was like smiling and chuckling because I couldn't believe he actually still brought me the cake. But at the same time, I'm just like, but I'm the type of person, if I ask you to bring me a specific thing and you don't bring that specific thing, don't bring me anything at all. Let me know they don't have this. Do you want anything else? Don't just assume. First of all, don't even assume I like red velvet. I don't eat red velvet like that. Don't assume I want fudge fucking ice cream. You don't know me like that. Like, that's just how I am. But thank God I did like the ice cream. I did manage to eat the fucking cake, but at that moment, I literally wanted to throw the cake down the fucking stairs. And I'm just like, pacing myself, trying to make sure that I'm not getting upset, that I'm not being irrational, and all types of shit. And that shit is hard when you're pregnant. You want to react, and sometimes you got to think, you know, and it was just annoying to me. And then on top of that, he didn't even bring up a spoon. So how the fuck am I going to eat the fucking cake and ice cream with my fucking hands? So I was just annoyed by that. And then he comes back and, I don't know if he was for real or he was acting or he was so hyped for me that he was kind of acting like a little kid. But I'm just like, how am I going to eat the fucking ice cream with my hands? Like, and he's like, well, you could have just asked me to bring a fucking spoon. Well, I mean, what was it going to be doing up there? Like, I just don't get it. Like, without the spoon, what was it going to be doing in the room, in the bedroom? Like, what? So, we ended up coming downstairs, but the cake and the ice cream downstairs, we ended up talking and eventually like pretending that didn't just happen. And I think he was cooking and he's like, oh, you should call your mother. She has something to tell you, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, what? What does she have to tell me and whatnot? And when I'm speaking with my mother, she's talking about some next shit. She got her at work. One of her patients came at her all crazy because he was autistic, ain't have his meds. So now my mother's rethinking she should continue working or she should retire now and whatnot. So then she decided, I'm off work a couple of days. Let me pull up to you and see you and whatnot. So I'm just like, okay, cool, I guess, whatever. That whole situation about her going to court, modifying her petition still stands. Summertime is coming. I don't want her pulling up without an update from the court, because then that just means after summer, fall is coming back, and then these kids go back to school, and then it's gonna be harder for her to get that situated. Yeah. And so I'm just annoyed. So basically, overall, the pregnancy is going okay. I just feel heavy. The baby is moving, makes my stomach hard and all types of shit. But it just really be the grown-ups around me that pisses me off more. And then I don't like being upset. I told my mother, she pull up tomorrow. We could go to the hospital and I could go get my vaccines and all of this. But this just reminds me of the last time that she was here. Me and him was arguing. I can't really remember why, but me and him was arguing. And so I don't know if he wants to pick a fucking argument so that me and him don't end up sleeping on the same bed while she's here, which is weird. Um, she already has a room where she could sleep in, and so I don't understand why he wouldn't be in his room with me if we basically then made up and whatnot. So I mean, if you just want to go back to sleeping alone, then just say that. Don't be trying to make a whole big deal just so that we can argue, and then I'll be on some. Well, go to your room. Like it just don't make no damn sense. Um, I don't like how he has an insensitive side. It's really a turn off. And like these past couple of days, it has been kind of cool. Um, every time we make up, it's alright. But I don't want to just be addicted to the fucking makeup sets. Like, who the fuck you trying to impress? The neighbors? Like, please spare me with that. Um, and it is hard. Like, we almost went a whole week without talking and doing anything. Like, we was literally sleeping apart. And so don't make it a month. Don't even make it 2 weeks. Cause I think after 2 weeks, I could go for 3 and I could go for 4. And once it's a month, I feel sorry for you. Because they say if you're addicted, it takes only about 30 days for that shit to get out your system, like for you to start moving a little different. So don't play yourself. um I'm a very patient person. I do want to make my relationship last, and I do want to work hard on it, but I'm not going to be getting played by this nigga. Like, I'm so annoyed. And then I have to talk to my doctor because I want to know what are the other services. I feel hate towards people viewing my shit. They're not letting me know because they're not commenting, but they are viewing my shit. So I feel hate. They might not like what I'm saying or how my point of view is or whatever. I feel hate from family members and jealousy and all types of shit. And honestly, I can go ignoring that. It doesn't phase me. As long as you don't come at me, if you don't if there's no arguing, there's no physical involvement with you, I can ignore you for the most part. I might end up venting on camera or I might end up venting by my damn self. But crazy, I am not. So I cannot stand how when he tries to pick an argument, that's the first thing he want to threaten me with. That's the first thing he want to make it look like. And I don't know for what, for who. Like, what is that? Like, that whole I got your money, I can give it back to you. I'm not saying you're stealing from me. I'm saying, why haven't you deposited the money to me? So basically, I'm assuming this conversation hasn't even been brought up. The bank is basically closing. It's Thursday. Make it make sense. I'm pretty sure if it was the other way around, he would be thirsty to know what the fuck is going on too. So it's like, be careful, because it's like, once you lose me, I'm not going back to you. I'm not going to do the same mistakes that I did when I had my two sons with me, going back to their father when I know I was upset, when I know I wasn't over shit. It just doesn't make sense for you to be doing that now. I don't like the idea of thinking witchcraft and all types of dumb shit that I just don't get it. One thing is, you have your beliefs and you believe a certain way and you go about life a certain way. Okay, cool. I can respect that. But now it's like, my mother's pulling up this weekend. She sent you 200 fucking dollars so you could go grocery shopping. I don't see 200 fucking dollars worth of groceries. And it's like, what would have happened that whole week? She didn't let that shit rock. So it's like she's being nosy. She didn't interfered. Um, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's like, learn your place, know your place. Um, and then I feel like he's gonna hate because me and my mother's relationship is wishy-washy, is up and down all the time. But for the most part, we really do get along. It's like she's my best friend. Um, so if he's one of those that he rather cling to us not talking to each other, us arguing, he's gonna have a hard time. Um, she didn't have to do that for me, but that's what she chose to do. And I am grateful for it. But at the same time, I'm asking him, I'm going to need the receipt because I want to see what the fuck he purchased. There was shit already in the fridge and shit like that. And I gave him a whole rundown of missing things. And he barely bought that. So I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck happened with the money. Why wouldn't you save the receipt? I mean, why wouldn't you want me to see what the fuck you purchased with my mom's money? I'm just saying. And I don't want to come at him like that. I don't want to belittle him or anything like that because that is how he's going to feel. But it's just like, why wouldn't you save the fucking receipt? Why didn't I see the receipt? And that's my fault as well because that day I should have been on it, but I didn't know until days later. So I'm annoyed by that. So I think that's how the whole little mini argument started just now. I asked him, about the receipt. He says he thinks he dumped it out and he's gonna have to look for it when he gets home. And I'm just like, okay. And then I asked him, about the deposit, and I guess he's like frustrated because he's at work. But that's just dumb. Like 1 minute you talking about I don't hit you up while you at work, and then the next minute when I text you or I hit you up, you don't want to talk because you at work. So what the fuck is the point? Make it make sense. And I'm just annoyed by that. I don't know if it's his sign. I don't know if it's just the pregnancy or he wants me to think it's the pregnancy. But honestly, if it is the pregnancy, it would be the last pregnancy and the only pregnancy with him. Like, I don't mind not having any more kids. Like, I think I'm good. Um, as far as registration for school, I think by now school should have received my GD transcript. They just probably don't want to let me know. So now they are requesting my 2021 tax returns or tax amendment, tax transcript. And I've been sent that shit. Like, that's what they use to fucking enroll me. So whoever's asking me for that, stop playing yourself. I've been sent that. And if for some reason y'all done went into my email, some shit, because I did try to look for it when it was initially asked this round, but for some reason I didn't find it. I did send Janeri my fucking 2021 transcript. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. She asked me for either her or financial aid, asked me back in fall, but it was for my spring semester, for my 2021 tax transcript. Initially, I sent a signed copy. I signed the bottom of it and I dated it. And I still have that copy. And they came back at me with, it doesn't need to be signed, blah, 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 blah. And I resent the unsigned copy. So that should be in the system. And I'm trying to figure out why they're still asking for 2021 tax info when it should be the following year, 2022, since I enrolled 2023, 2024. Well, basically in the ending of 2023 to start the beginning of 2024. So that's annoying. And I think I have the tax form where once they are asking you for tax information, they send you like a tax form, like a tax letter or some shit. So don't play yourself, whoever the fuck. And then you didn't even introduce yourself. So if it is Janeri, please stay off my line. I already mentioned I don't want to work with you. Um, Whoever my success coach is this semester coming up, I'm surprised you didn't name yourself. You didn't introduce yourself or nothing like that. So um you coming at me with some documents on my to-do list and all this types of shit. Yeah, what do you mean? Because there's a whole bunch of shit on there that I already tried to clear off, and you guys just want to leave it there como adorno. So make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm very annoyed by y'all. There was no real reason why I shouldn't have been registered for the remaining of the spring semester. So you guys should have received my GD transcript because they already emailed me that they received payment. So you guys should have received the transcript, which means you guys can lift my fucking hold off my fucking financial aid. You guys should have received it. I also received an email from FAFSA talking about my 2023-2024 FAFSA has been processed when you guys been received it. So when the fuck was y'all gonna process it? So don't stop my processes. Don't stop my growth because y'all want to play yourselves and y'all want to you want to play yourself while trying to play me. It just makes no sense. It's a waste of time. I need some mature people I could work with, government. So don't play me. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a waste of time. It is bad karma for you, whether you believe me or not. And I am a little disappointed because I picked this school thinking it's a secure, mature school, and it's not really feeling like that. I prefer not to be contacted by no fucking success coach up until my grades. When my grades pull up, then contact me and let me know about my grades. Stop trying to stay on my line asking me how I'm doing, how's it going. Fuck you all. Let me concentrate. Let me focus. Let me study. Stay the fuck off my devices. Stay the fuck off my shit. Like, even I take that as false claiming. I take that as false claiming. I've been said I don't want to work with this person. They still have her name up there on the fucking portal. Change it to whoever's hitting me up and whoever's concerned for me. Change it to that name so that when I have to call back, I know who the fuck I need to speak to. I know who the fuck I need to ask for. Whoever already spoke to me after that, it's just a random call. Like, I wouldn't take it like I'm going to call you back and ask for you. No, not if you really haven't resolved my shit. Because the last time I spoke with the school, they were giving me the runaround. Calls was being disconnected. Motherfuckers want to call back just to leave a fucking voicemail. Y'all that bored at the office? Yeah, y'all be that bored? With the one of the last persons I spoke with, I mentioned to her, I don't want to work with this person no more. She didn't offer, well, let me be your success coach. She was actually going through my shit trying to figure out why I got this grade and whatnot, but she wasn't on some, well, let me be your success coach like you would normally hear, you know. Oh, this person's not taking care of you. Okay, let me take care of you, like type shit. But oh no, maybe I'm assuming too much. And I'm just annoyed. Annoyed. I don't know if it's the age group or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just annoyed. So as far as all of this combination, this whole combination shit, while I'm pregnant is like this is the fun that they be creating for me. And I just be so over it. My man, after a breakfast, after some bomb sex this week, shouldn't be on some I will never do anything for you again. and all types of shit like that. Oh, I. Okay. Okay, so why he getting me mad? Why you getting me mad? I just got a text message from the bank that he done deposited this shit. So why are you over there talking shit like you're not gonna do it? And for what? And so nah, fuck that. I still don't like them. So oh, the boss did me the favor. Cool. That's cool. That's cool. You could thank him for me, but I still don't like him. Like it's like don't have me in a situation where now you making me feel like, oh, I have to say hi, like I'm some little girl. I have to say hi because he did this for him because of me. Like yesterday, I had a situation where I stepped out to throw out the garbage and I turn on the lock on the knob to kind of have the lock stop the door from closing while I dumped out the trash. And when I try to come back in, the door locked. So I locked myself out. It was drizzling, it was raining a little bit. I I I knew that, so I had my shower cap on and I had a nightgown still on and um some slippers, but I'm outside. Thank God I had my phone in my pocket and I was able to call him and be like, babe, I locked myself out. And he was telling me, I'm an hour away. I'll try to make it there, but I'm an hour away. I'm waiting outside for a whole fucking hour while it's raining and I'm locked out and all types of shit. So he was trying to have me like kiss ass because he had to tell his boss or his coworker to drop him off because his girl got locked out. So it's like, well, thank you, but it's like that's all I can say. Thank you, but it doesn't come out like that if I don't know you or if I don't feel like I really owe you anything. I feel like it's more because of your relationship with him. So don't fuck it up because of me. But he sees it the other way, and I'm just like, oh, whatever. I don't really see it like that. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's the antisocial me. And while he's texting me that, whoever is over there pretending they my success coach is texting me. Financial aid hasn't received your 2021 transcript. Why the fuck is you lying? And I want to find the email before I say anything else. I don't know. Y'all got some weird people working in financial aid. You got some weird people working in admissions. And because I come from a different school, don't have me really say that and be looking like a fucking hater because that's not the case at all. Know who the fuck you hiring and know who the fuck is taking care of all these people's personal documents and all types of shit because don't have me come back with the receipts. Like, why the fuck is you lying to me? And that's just sad to me. It's sad. It really is sad. And so I don't know. I ask God to give me patience every day. Um, but yeah, I think that's it for this video.